All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What is going on, SHIPIT Nation YouTube station? Friday, TGIF, April 12th. We got all the sports going on, but this show is the NHL Quick Hit for a nice little 5-game slate here on FanDuel and DraftKings. If you guys are new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a ton. And if you are not a member yet, head over to shipitnation.com, click on join now, and use that promo code HOOP15. Get you 15% off any package you do choose. If you use that promo code, take that 15% off. Sign up for the monthly all access pass. Get you access to all sports you see up there on the screen for under $2 a day. You can't beat it. No better price in the industry. Join the winners today and start shipping contests like the rest of us, the rest of our community here. If not, just a like button, just a subscribe button. It helps us out a ton right here on this channel. Let's jump right in talking favorite stacks tonight. We're going to start with the chalk of the slate here. Edmonton, heaviest favorite here on the slate, minus 300 at home, 6.5, highest implied goal total and highest implied team total on the slate as well. Nothing more to really say than Edmonton. It's just hard to ignore this spot here. Nugent Hopkins, Leon Draisaitl, and Zach Hyman. With Connor McDavid being out, that top line becomes much more affordable with Hyman, Nugent Hopkins, and Draisaitl. Love them all. Evan Bouchard as a D-man gets the best matchup on the entire slate. Pairs with those three guys on that top power play. Matthias Ekholm at 4,900 as well. If you can't get up to Bouchard, is a great option there. Darnell Nurse as well at 5K. Overall, Evander Kane on that second line with Henrique and Fogo. If you need some salary savings, is also a great play. Edmonton, top stack of the day. Hard to ignore the spot that they're in here. Let's jump into my second favorite stack I'm looking at here. It's actually the Nashville Predators here on the road, minus 260. Second heaviest favorite on the slate. On the road, facing Chicago. Love this spot for them. Philip Forsberg, my top favorite wing on the slate. You compare him with O'Reilly and Nyquist, who are very, very, very fairly priced for their matchups. This is probably, when all said and things done, price, matchup, everything included, they're actually going to be my favorite stack. They are going to get a ton of ownership, especially Luke Evangelista at 3K flat. He is way too cheap getting top power play time, coming off 2 big games where he scored 19 and 18, played 16 and 19 minutes. He's way too cheap still here in this matchup where Chicago ranks 31st in the league against opposing wings. Roman Josi, best spend-up D-man on the entire slate, would say you can play him at the util position too if you need some salary to use double D or 3 D-men in your lineup. Not too many times am I going to play D-men in the utility spot. This is a case where I would in Roman Josi. Nothing more to really say. Love these guys up and down. I'm sticking to that O'Reilly, Nyquist, Forsberg, Evangelista, Roman Josi kind of pairing. Mix and match those guys. Don't really like jumping too far down there. Jason Zucker is a solid value, but don't like going there if I don't need to. Let's jump into 2 more stacks here. We're going to talk about Calgary, another heavy favorite here on the slate. Calgary, good spot here on the slate here. Late night hammer, right on the road, heading into Anaheim to face the Ducks. Ducks aren't any good, especially at home. Looking at the numbers over the last 10 home games, they're about middle of the road in terms of high danger chances, expected goals against, actual goals against. But overall, looking at the spot, I think the prices are nice on Calgary. I think Calgary comes into Anaheim, gets a win, and looks to kind of turn this losing streak. They lost 4 of their last 5. Looks to turn this around here. So starts here tonight in Anaheim, like Kadri, like Popisil, like Kuzmenko a ton. Mackenzie Weegar also has a great matchup in a D-man. He is 6,800, but I think he is going to be a pivot off of Bouchard in that same price range. Rasmus Anderson, another solid guy at 5,200. Kuzmenko at 3.7K, just too cheap in this matchup. Anaheim's terrible against opposing wings, and he's getting top line, top power play work. So overall, do like Calgary quite a bit here. And then the last team I will look at to stack up here tonight is going to be these Vegas Golden Knights here at home against Minnesota. When I'm going to Vegas, I'm focusing mainly on the top power play. Like the power play matchup here. It's a good power play matchup. Typically a lot of goals. Most of the goals are scored on the power play when obviously one team has a man or two-man advantage against the opposition. So Jack Eichel, Jonathan Marchessault, Noah Hannafin, Tomas Hertl, and Ivan Barbashev is where I'm looking when I'm going to here. Barbashev, 3.8K, solid value there. Tomas Hertl, former ex-San Jose Shark. He is 5K flat, getting top power play time. Noah Hannafin at 5-1 is a solid mid-tier D-man on this slate as well. So like that top power play quite a bit for Vegas. Let's jump into some value plays at each position. We're going to start with the center position here. First guy, Adam Henrique here, second liner for Edmonton, heaviest favorite on the slate here. Also gets a very good matchup. Arizona ranks 25th in the NHL against opposing centers. So Adam Henrique at 3.7K, going to get you about 14 minutes, 15 minutes of ice time. Going to be aggressive out there. He is the center on that second line skate next to Fogo and Evander Kane. I like his price on this slate. Going over to Calgary, Connor Zary here, 2.9K, basically still in minimum, getting power play time. He's going to get you 15, 16 minutes ice time at basically still in minimum price and work the power play on that second unit. So I really like him a ton. And then the last guy, Tommy Novak here, just a solid guy. He's been consistent pretty much up and down all season long. About 15, 16 minutes ice time expected. He also does draw power play time, but it is a good matchup at 3.5K. Chicago ranks 26th in the NHL against opposing centers. So I do like Tommy Novak here on this slate. Jumping over to some value wings to take a look at. We're going to start with the combo pack from the same team, Calgary. First guy, Andrei Kuzmenko, already brought him up. Top line, top power play, way too cheap for his role. He's playing over 17 minutes expected as well on average over the last 5 games. Really, really like him. And then also you have another guy on the same squad here. Top power play as well, Jonathan Huberdeau. 3.6K, 17 to 19 minutes expected out of him. Gets about, I don't know, power play or about a minute and a half, 2 minutes of power play time on average per game here at 3.6K, skating on that top power play. Really like those two guys there from the same team. Both have good matchups. Going back to Nashville here, Luke Evangelista. This guy's been up and down all season long, but he's playing great hockey right now. Chicago ranks 31st in the league against opposing wings. He's 3K flat, getting top power play time. Going to play anywhere from 15 to 19 minutes at 3K in a good matchup. Really like Luke Evangelista here. And then the last guy, you can pair him with Adam Henrique for Edmonton if you want a little 2-man or a 3-man second line stack for Edmonton. Warren Fogle here, 3.7K. Arizona, another, ranks 24th in the league against opposing wings. Fogle, good matchup. The minutes are there. Overall, decent play at the wing position. Jumping over into the value demon, a couple you can take a look at here. First guy, Jacob Slavin here for Carolina. Carolina's in a solid spot here. Don't like the game too much from an offensive standpoint. It is only a 5.5 total, hence why I don't like it much. From an offensive standpoint, I just think this plays slower. Both these teams are very good and very good defensive teams. I think we see like a 2-1 style game here, much like we saw earlier this year. Slavin at 3.9K, I think, is a solid option you can pull there, so I don't mind him. Another guy, Daniil Marimonov here. Probably butchered that name, but that's all right. Calgary, 4K flat, 4 D-men. He's averaging over 20 minutes per game, averaging over 2 shots on goal per game as well. At 4K, I think he's solid, getting power play time as well in that second unit. And then the last guy, Ryan McDonough for Nashville, 3.7K. Obviously, Roman Josi, love him. Love the matchup for these D-men for Nashville if you can't get all the way up there. Ryan McDonough at 3.7K, I think, is another solid value D-man on this slate. Jumping over to, last but not least, my favorite goalies on the slate. We're going to start with the top, my favorite spend-up goalie on the entire slate, Juuse Saros here. Love Nashville in this spot. Think they come into Chicago, kind of beat the brakes off of them a little bit here. Saros, 8.3K, great goalie here. Think he rebounds after that tough start against Winnipeg. So I really like Juuse Saros here. In the mid-tier or a little bit cheaper, Logan Thompson is a home goalie here at 8K flat against Minnesota. He shut the sky or only gave up 1 goal earlier this year against the same squad in Minnesota. Now he faces these guys at home. Last time he had 32 save win. I see something similar, like 32, 33 save win here at home. Even if he gives up a goal or 2 at 8K, I think he is a solid option at home. And then my favorite cheap goalie on the slate is going to be the last game of the slate. Dustin Wolf, 7.6K. I just like Calgary's offense in this game to win the game, and he would be my favorite cheap goalie if spending down, but really like those top 2 in Thompson and Saros. that's going to do it for this edition of the NHL Quick Hit. My slate plan is already published. Core plays to follow. Got our matchup sheet and our projections already updated and ready to go. Good luck tonight in your contest. Hope to see those SHIPIT Nation logos at the top. Happy Friday. Nadesify out. Let's ship it.